We call it credentials, right? So when you get out into the world and you collect with a bunch of professionals, especially teachers and the like, they say, "Oh, what credentials do you have?" Like you're supposed to have a list. And you guys getting out of high school, you're gonna say, "I have a high school diploma. I have a high school equivalency. Um, I have some credits at Leeward Community College because I did the dual enrollment, whatever that might be." And again, what did I say in the beginning? You're applying for jobs against Ashley and Tad and myself who have degrees already. Where do you start? Where can you go? That's why, where would you work at? Think about it. Where are your friends that graduated last year working at, if they are working? Um, and where could they be working if they got a credential? So how can they be working in the healthcare field today? How can they be working in business today if they took a certificate program, a certification program, getting a professional license, and then of course you have the traditional degree credential that most people know. Okay. Next slide. So just to give you a context of what that looks like, on the screen has what the difference between them, right? A certificate is something that an educational institution gives for less than a year of information and study, saying that, yeah, I've taken a 45-hour course in medical terminology and I've learned a thing or two. That's a certificate, right? I actually give out a certificate for every class in our medical assisting program because it's not credits for a degree. We say you've taken a terminology class, you've taken an anatomy class, you've taken a pharmacology class, and you already have a book of certificates saying, "Hey, I know this stuff," not just a boring transcript. Not saying that transcripts are boring, but certificates do look really nice in a resume, if at the very least. The next thing on the list is certification. One step further, the piece of paper doesn't just come from a school; it comes from a professional organization, right? So it has a national or international body of people coming together, thinking, "Hey, you know what? What should these people know? Let's put it down on paper." From that piece of paper, or other organizations say, "Hey, we can formulate a certification around what a medical assistant needs to know, around what a pharmacy technician needs to know." And then if students pass our course or our certification exam, we will give them a certification saying, yes, this person knows what they're supposed to know and what other professionals know. So, like it says there, your mastery or competency of skills. License is similar to certification. The difference is that it's given by a government industry, typically things that the government wants to be a little bit more have oversight over because of safety or other things like that. And then, of course, the degree, 2 years plus, the traditional that most of us know. Okay. If you have any questions about this slide, because I know it was a lot, make sure you put a shout out to Tad so that we can get that going. All right, next slide, Tad. All right, so this is the deal. Why certificate? Why certification? Why, Glenn, are you talking to me about doing anything but a bachelor's degree? This slide will tell you that. So a little ways back, the universe, the nation, and the state decided, hey, we need skilled workers. We need more skilled workers. We have a lot of positions, we have a lot of jobs, and everyone's just kind of going through the traditional route and working on their degree. But if you today start your degree, if we have to wait 4 years for you to get a credential, we have a labor shortage of um, what it was it credentialed individuals. So the idea is right out of high school, you can get a credential certification, where you can get like a low semi-skilled job in the workforce. I have a slide a little bit later talking about how medical assisting would work. But let's say you go to out of high school, you're going to go to an associate's degree. That takes 2 years. Are you going to wait 2 years to get an associate's degree to get a job in a field that you want, especially healthcare? Don't do it. Trust me. If I was you 20 years ago, I would be thinking, Glenn, I'm getting my degree, my master's, my PhD, and I'm gonna be rocking it. And I'd be sitting here saying, Glenn, 20 years ago, listen to Glenn now. Go get a certification somewhere because it's not that easy becoming a doctor or a nurse or the entrepreneur business mogul that you want to be, right? There's somewhere you can start, and a certification, a credential, makes you feel more confident that you can do it because someone else already did. You took a test that's a big kid test and you passed. The workforce development, so this is from P20. They agree. They say, go ahead, take a certificate, take a credential, go back in, get your associates, take another certificate, take another credential as you go along because you're building up your confidence, but you're building up a foundation of knowledge for your future career. Next slide. So, bottom line,